Hi, my name is Emily. I live in California. I'm 15 years old. So I'd like to introduce myself and some things that I do as hobbies or passions. The first one I'd like to bring up is sports because I've been on lots of different sports teams. For most of elementary school and junior high, I was on soccer, or as you'd say, football teams. And last year I did cross country, which is running, and then this year I did the tennis team, which is really fun because the tennis team was a bit smaller, so I could get to know everyone really well. The second thing I really like to do is drawing. I started drawing like 5 years ago or so, and I got really into it, and I started taking classes so I could get better. So I'd like to share some of my artwork. These are all pieces that I'm working on. So this one was a kite, and I want to fly it, but I just need to finish this one part. So that was fun. And this isn't drawing, and I just wanted to draw it because I was practicing details, and you can see in the hair. So that's just pencil and paper. And this one I started quite recently. This is the Valkyrie Brunhilde, which is from Richard Wagner's opera The Valkyrie. And she's a Valkyrie. I just wanted to draw her as I imagined her, and I think art's a really good way for self-expression, like music. Which brings me to music, and especially classical music, because classical music is my main passion. I played the piano for 7 or 8 years, and the cello for 1, and I've done choir for several years, and I did music and arts conservatory, so I got to know a lot of really good pianists, cellists, etc. And it's really fun, and I think that you can learn a lot from music, and there's a lot of really beautiful things you can find inside if you just imagine. And I really like listening to melodies, and even composing my own compositions, and learning music theory so I can write better ones. And another thing I would like to do is reading, because my mom was an author. So I started reading at a really young age, and right now I'm reading a book called Anna Karenina, which is by Leo Tolstoy, and I read another book he wrote that's famous called War and Peace. And they're both really long, but they're really good. And my favorite book is probably by Tolkien. It's called The Silmarillion, which is basically a collection of mythos he wrote. And Tolkien was also one of the reasons I got really into learning languages, because in his books he writes his own languages. So I got kind of inspired by him and started my own one for fun. I also really like math and science. I wouldn't mind becoming a scientist, especially a solar scientist when I grow up, because I like designing things and solving problems and just doing math and learning new things, because there's always new innovation going on and stuff. So it's really nice making this video and sharing things about myself, so I hope you've learned something.